Oh.
And a small human at that. This is not what they wanted. It's not what they recognized. It wasn't the expectation they had built up in their heads. So when he came, they did not recognize him. When he showed up, because he was not in the package that they had pictured in their minds. He didn't come in the package they had prayed for. He had come in a different way because he did not meet their expectations. When he showed up, they did not recognize him. In the passage that we read, Jesus is being brought into the temple. He is being carried by his mother, Mary. Joseph is alongside as well. They have come with Jesus about 40 days old into the temple. They are in a religious gathering where people have come to perform their religious duties.
Fail. But when you choose to trust God, he never fails.
Lord, help me to obey, even when I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense to me, but because you're asking me to do it, and because of who you are, God, I'm choosing to put my trust in you. And this action leads us to the conclusion that you don't have to understand completely to obey immediately. You don't have to know the end of the story to turn the first page of the story and be obedient to the one who asked you. Proverbs 3, 5 and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him. The word acknowledge comes from the Hebrew word gadal, which means to know. In all your ways know him, and he'll make your path straight. In all your ways you know him. You know him on the mountaintops, and you know him in the valley. When you know him in the good times, you want to trust him in the bad times.
My doctor at LC, my pre-op, her name is Maria Stoner. I just realized this when I saw my primary last year in Fairfield. I realized that when I talked to the doctor yesterday and I grabbed this book that I had on here, her name's on it, Maria Stoner.
Not just to be close in proximity, but to hold on to and to not let go. Here's the key. In order to hold on to God, you have to let go of whatever else you were previously clinging to. In order to trust in him, you lean not on your own understanding. Can I say for a moment, that's just hard. To tell me not to lean, I'm wired to lean on my own understanding. Some would say it's a strength that I can figure this out. But when you get to the place where you let go of your own understanding, your own plans, your own desire, your own will, your own strategy, your own sense of comfort, and when you cling to one who will never fail you, you cling to the faithfulness and the goodness of the only one who really is good. you were clinging to before. Lord, help me to trust you, to cling to you, even when I don't understand. God, help me to trust you, to obey even the smallest things, even if they don't make sense to me. I don't know the outcome. I have no clue the outcome. And the good news is, outcome is God's responsibility. Obedience or nothing. Trust me. Even when I don't understand. I promise you,
Think about these words when I say this.
Whew.
It's reliance on the integrity,
Woo!
and here's what I really like: to rely upon or to place confidence in. To rely upon. When you rely upon something, you lean on. Who or what are you leaning on in the midst of hard times, in the midst of lack, in the midst of hurt, in the midst of sickness and disease? Who do you lean on?
Hey, you ready?
You using my phone?
And so we
Yeah,
rely
it's ready.
on Him when you
Yeah,
say
I'm
trust God.
I'll pick up my thing at the doctor's
I
office.
trust God.
Yeah, I gotta go to
I
that.
have confidence.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Tell me an hour, remember?
Yeah, I was just letting you know. Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
I forgot you're using my phone.
I gotta pick up my CV, I gotta pick up my meds and CVS.
All that, yeah.
It's overdue.
No, that's cool. I was using my phone.
Plus, at 12 o'clock,
Understand what
got lunch, so I won the bill.
things don't
Yeah,
make sense.
yeah, no, hurry. I forgot you're using my phone.
Okay, yeah. Hey, what that dude say?
It doesn't make
The
sense.
nigga that we tried to fight with.
Oh, I've got to text. I've got to reply.
You're going
You
to
text him?
Text him, yes.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, I thought I showed you. Oh.
No, I see it.
Oh yeah. I said I texted him. But yeah, and then we're gonna take our classes over right down the street on the way back to the doctor. That's all.
The child
Yeah, well, I'll be done with my training at 1. I'm not gonna do rounds. I'm gonna stretch, I'll be done at 1 o'clock.
It's still on the
Hey, you wanna roll up?
He's still ordering
Yeah.
your stuff.
Alright.
You can't see it right now, but
Where we
behind the
at?
scenes, God is lining up things in your
I think
favor.
I looked down here.
When it's the
No,
right
I was
time,
trying to
when
find
it
the
all
road.
comes together,
Alright, I think
it's
I
gonna
did.
work for your good. You're gonna see the hand of
Later.
God. You'll look back and say, if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have this position. If that door hadn't have closed, I wouldn't have met this person. If I hadn't have gone through that.
Eric, I'm showing it to you. Remember, like, look. I might have brought it in. I'm here. Might throw it on top.
When you wake up, before you read anything else, before you look at your phone, you read a portion of scripture before you get out of bed. That's making His word the first word. You're going to be amazed at how much this simple habit will strengthen your life. You're going to find your patience going up. You're going to find
Yeah, I thought you read the book.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah. I was letting you know, Linda wanted me to.
it will strengthen your life, and it will
I was looking for my phone, but
in your life.
Linda, when you look at your phone.
No, I said.
What?
No, I said Linda wanted me to do this.
Oh, you said Linda wanted me to look at my phone.
I know. I was telling you.
What?
No, I was telling you that you're gonna take Linda's classes too.
Oh,
But I was saying I went to look at my phone after I forgot you were using it.
I don't know, I got hella dizzy ready to go. Before I really started working out, I stretched a little bit though. But I got faster. It's like whatever's dropping in me that's not supposed to be there, because my diabetes is hard to digest it slowly, right?
Yeah.
Or something, because I got, I feel like a little, like I was hungry, like a little surgery. I got faster. That's dope. Yeah, I didn't feel sluggish. Like, my blood circulates good. That's what I'm trying to say. My blood is now circulating part. The heat is getting whiplash is now circulating properly.
And he says,
I haven't done red juice yet. I've been sluggish for the last couple of days. I can tell my video, my training video, I've been a little sluggish. That's why I ain't been drinking that much red juice or green juice. Real shit though. Red juice is for your blood flow. Red juice is for your blood flow. Right? And I have.
Are you struggling? Don't
Are you listening to this?
I am. I'm doing both.
What was that little dumbass facial expression?
Look, because I
When I
found
wake up in the morning, I have a
seed.
Bible
That's
reading
fine.
program that I
I'm
follow
talking.
the Bible
I
in a
know.
year.
Nigga,
But
Red
anytime
fuck
I
that
go
shit,
to a
nigga.
particular area, I'll go
Listen.
to that
No, you trying to be funny, nigga.
no, I'm
or that text that
That's what
says
you're really
what I
trying to do.
need.
no, I'm
And I
not.
read
What the
what I need.
fuck?
And then what you do is
This one gets.
where's the mind that
This is a good.
the devil attacks you have a scripture.
Good. It's
So
not a bad.
whatever it is that he's attacking you with. If the devil attacked Jesus, Jesus said it is written. Jesus had scripture other than his spirit. The devil attacked him, and he said, "Get behind me, Satan, for it is written." And that's what you need to say to him the next time he attacks you.
Get into agreement with God. See amazing things.
I told you I was gonna run it. I don't know.
If I
told you I was gonna run it.
in my life that goes by,
you said
I
it?
don't confess the word of God out loud.
You wrote the last one. I can roll this one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, every day I still say, I am the righteousness of God through Christ.
Roll it.
I am a new
We're
creature.
gonna go back
in
talk about
Christ.
that wheat thing.
All
That
things
wheat thing you
pass
talking
away,
about.
and all
Talk about
things
that.
Yeah,
become
see,
brand new.
yeah. That's
Don't
good.
look
I
at how
see.
big the problem is.
Nah,
Look
you
at
know,
how
I'm
big
dropping
You
the
can't
that.
find seeds like that.
He
I'm
wanted
drop
to
like this.
No, you can't find seeds like this. It don't crush. That's a good seed.
That opportunity is no man.
But the only thing is only one.
He didn't
That's the
bring me
thing.
this far to leave.
Unless there's more in there. That's a really good seed.
Things are possible. Get your thoughts
Like
going.
most of them crush, they break, they're striped.
The scripture says, thanks be to God who always
That's a fucking
causes
really
us to
good
triumph.
seed.
Not some of the time.
That's
Not
why.
most of
That's
the
a
time,
rare ass
but all of the
seed.
time.
There's no
It may
stripes
be
on it.
tough
No.
now, but keep
That was
the
good.
right perspective.
Good seed.
I never see shit like that.
Healing is in your future. Abundance,
That's why it caught me, like,
freedom
man.
is coming your way.
I feel you.
Yes, the giants may be big,
Those are
but
expensive.
our God is bigger.
I mean, this is grown with really good weed too. That's why I was like, man, like,
Talent will not. Nothing in the world is more common than
yeah, for sure.
man with talent. Persistence and determination alone will reach the goal. Life is like a wheelbarrow. You
What?
get nowhere if you start pushing. Press on. Press on. Press on. You fall down.
Next
Get
one,
up. Try again.
Next one.
You fail.
Next one.
Forget the failure.
Next one.
Failure is a
You already
great
broke the weed down, didn't
teacher.
you?
Wash it off and
Yeah,
keep
you already licked it,
moving
didn't you?
until
No,
you
I
reach
haven't.
the
I
objective.
thought you did.
No.
Adversity
Okay,
You
I,
just
I said I was gonna roll the next one. I grabbed the weed
Oh.
because I'm taking all the weed and I'm putting it in my fucking fanny pack because I'm gonna roll the rest of it. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
You were rolling that. Why the fuck you don't want to roll it?
No, I'm.
the furnace.
I hear you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying I licked
I said I'm rolling the next of the blunts. Is
All right.
what I said.
And the righteous of
You were
joy
rolling
in the
that.
furnace of adversity.
Roll it.
Adversity
Now
does not make
I
a
licked
man
it.
either weak or strong, but
That's
it
all I'm
will
saying.
roll it now.
lift you up.
That's all I'm saying. I licked it.
Well, you looked
Proverbs
around.
24:10. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. 2 Corinthians 12:9. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Why? Because you're not doing it in your strength, you're doing it in His.
Right now, we are facing problems.
So, you got something to say?
I don't know what I do.
I didn't say you got something to say. Say.
That's what I said.
Okay,
I don't know what I do.
okay, I didn't say you do anything. I'm rolling all the weed. Is it a problem?
No, I'm just saying I don't know what I
Okay,
do.
I didn't say
Mad.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying I'm rolling all the weed.
Okay, I'm just saying you seem mad. That's all.
I'm fighting. Yes, I'm mad. Yes, you're right. I want to punch a hole in something. Yes, I think. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. I didn't mad. That's what I do.
You will live and not die.
I didn't say you did anything. Nigga, you want to see about something?
No weapon
I
that
didn't
is
say
formed
that.
against you will be
I'm saying you
able
seem
to
mad at me.
I'm not, nigga. Do you feel that way? You feel some way? What's up?
I don't. I'm
Okay,
trying.
I'm in the bed. This is where men's go. Nigga, you can't handle it. You fuck the garage here.
Remind us of the promise that we have.
Yeah, like that, nigga. I'm a fighter, nigga. I'm fighting right
I
now.
haven't said none of this.
I didn't say nothing, nigga. You want to see me about something? You got a problem?
I don't. That's
Okay, I'm talking about right here. Don't talk to me no more. Nigga, about it. You think you're gonna be a problem?
Lots of things.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at this bad. Now I can switch and be mad at you, can me too?
In spite of all that, God's people not live in fear. And so the question is, how does a believer
Yes, I
live
am
in a
mad.
fearful generation
Yes, I am.
at a fearful time?
Very
of
mad.
life? And
Every time I fight with gloves on, I'm mad. I'm trying to kill something.
something.
You don't play fight, nigga.
So look at this 10th verse.
I'm not talking about nothing else you talking about.
Do not
I'm talking
fear,
about this. I don't know what the
for
fuck
I
you
am
talking
with
about.
you. Do not anxiously look
I'm
about
gonna
you.
do roll around and
For I
perhaps
am
fall on
your
my
God.
face on the ground and kick my feet up.
I will strengthen you. I will help you. Surely I will uphold you with my righteous right. You tell Lord again. And he says, "If he's not given us a spirit of love and a sound mind." And the person is living in fear. Think about this. You think of all that you know about God. And then you listen to the voice of knowledge. It takes in your life. And you've been told they can't do this, you can't do that. Do they just do? When somebody you want it. He's the one who decides how he's equipped you, how he's built you to do. And most of us could probably do far more than we do if we would just trust him instead of thinking, well, and here's what we do. We look at somebody else and say, well, I can't do that. God doesn't expect you to do that. Whatever he calls you to do, you do it to the degree he calls you to do someone else. It's when other people put their measurements on our life that we have lack of confidence and become fearful at times. And the truth is, you and I will never be able to become the person God wants us to be or achieve the things God wants us to achieve as long as we're afraid. As long as fear dominates our life.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fix this.
Then we're not going to do it.
There's a hole.
And the question is, how do we deal with it?
You ain't got no light, look.
Oh, no, I don't.
How do we deal
Oh,
with
wait.
it? Listen
Oh,
carefully.
no, that's not it. No.
Nigga, I got the lighter, nigga.
Oh, hey, I thought I had
I'm just
something.
telling you.
Oh, I thought I had
I said, look.
Alright.
Did you look or did you just say you
No,
looked?
I didn't. I thought I had the other thing.
Focus on
The Trump light.
what that fear is. It's not going to get any smaller. The longer I focus on it,
Damn. Again.
the bigger part of my life.
What happened?
Another fire evacuation.
Damn.
Fuck.
So I've got to change my focus. If I'm going to get over it and free
Let me
it,
go
I've
now.
got to change my focus. I've got to get it off of that, and I've got to get it on God. And then here's what I must do. I must turn my focus